start with Chelsea this evening because a really big and important win, Nina, last night for you. You'd seen everybody kind of that's involved in the sort of title race, if you like, the teams above you and around you drop points this weekend. And sometimes that applies a little bit more pressure before you kick off. And there were some hairy moments in the game against Brentford, but your boys really stood up and made themselves be counted.
Oh, yeah. Very happy. I thought it was actually a good game of football to watch as well. I thought, top scorers in the league going toe-to-toe in a derby in which we haven't won since they've been in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge, precisely. So it was big for a lot of reasons. And I think, we applied the pressure from minute one, kept going, created so much in that game. But I've got to credit Brentford as well because they worked hard to make it difficult for Chelsea. But it's a credit to how we coped with them. There were some shaky moments. It's what made that win sweeter at the end as well at the full 90. And happy days. We're just smooth sailing right now. I'm enjoying watching us play. Happy days, man. We've been deprived, so it feels good going to these games and seeing out wins and having good things to talk about for sure.
Yeah, I bet it does have hope. Do you echo that, especially after the last couple of years, the problems Chelsea have had? It feels like a real corner has been turned looking at the way you played, getting over the line yesterday.
Yeah,
you see,
absolutely.
Terry, I'm one of those guys that I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I've got anvils on my shoulder. So I have the receipts of when people insulted us for coming 12th, 4-4-3, and Terry, don't play that clip. You know what clip it is. Don't play that clip. All the abuse and all the insults. You see, it works now, though. Now it works now. Basically, we are going back to default settings because obviously, we're going to get to Lilbro. And I refer to Lilbro as that Bombers team in the north of London who have 0 UCLs. And the last time they won a major trophy was before
Sorry to interject. Could you specify which one? Because neither have a Champions League. Sorry.
Hey.
Wait, Arsenal don't have a Champions League. And Chelsea do.
There's 2 teams in North London, though. I'm just trying
yeah, we understand. Just move on.
Look, Terrence, no one refers to those. Well, come on, no, don't do that. No, they're not even a team. They're not a team. But basically, no, look. My thing is, no, we are in it. We are not in a title race, but we're in a title race. You see, some guys have Saka. Some guys have that false 10 known as Philip Walter Foden, who, for some reason, doesn't know how to make a freaking pass. My team has a guy called Jermaine. When Jermaine is on my team, all things are possible. So we take it each game as it comes. And as for Tom, you've got to look behind you. Liverpool, you don't have what it takes to win this title. You can't win a title when your striker is called Darwizi. Sorry. You cannot win a title with a guy called Darwizi. So all I'm saying is that I'm not saying we're going to win the title. All I'm saying that it's default settings. Chelsea are back. We have suffered. And with the likes of Kojak, Zoe, Jermaine, and all those dudes, look, it's default settings.
I mean, by virtue of what you've just described, Chelsea have to win the title because no one else can.
Tom, I'll come back to you in a second. Nina, have you ever worked with Have Hope before?
Never. This is my first time.
You are in for a treat. To let you know a few secrets about him, he goes by the name Have Hope, but he puts on his accent. He's really from West London. His name's Sebastian.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He's a great guy, but you'll love his nickname. Sorry, back to you, Tom.
I mean, who is going to win the title and Have Hope? If you're not going to win it, we can't win it because we've got Nunes.
Tom, I'm a humble man.
City can't win it because of Foden. Arsenal can't win it because of Saka. It's Tottenham's title.
No. See, Tom. See, I know what trick you're trying to play. You can't use this mental gymnastics with me. We are taking it one game at a time. One game at a time. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying, though, Tom, is that if you think for one reason you're going to run away with this title, you're insane. You're insane. When you have a dude like Darwin Nunes and Cody Gakpo, and you've got Chelsea, look, come on, it was never going to be this easy. So all I'm saying, though, is look, what?
What's Gakpo done to be put in the bracket of Nunes?
Wait, hold on. Who is repping Gakpo and freaking Dawiz in 22-24? Nobody's repping any of those two guys.
I'll back Gakpo, though. 7 goals.
I like Gakpo.
Tom, you don't rep Gakpo. Stop lying to the audience. You don't rep him.
Gakpo's good. Gakpo's good. I hear what you're saying, Have Hope. I want to throw this to Pete. A lot of Chelsea fans I'm seeing it in the comments, road to 40 points. We're not in a title race. Do you think this is mind games from some Chelsea supporters, or are they just taking it one game at a time? How do you see it, Pete, from the outside looking in?
I've spoken to quite a few Chelsea fans, and they're proper playing it down. They are properly playing it down. Like they don't want to get ahead of themselves. You're in a title race. You're in a title race. You are well within that mix for the title. There is no doubt about it. Shake your head, or you are in that title race. There's no doubt. And you know what? You deserve to be. This is the thing. You deserve to be. You've played some fantastic football this season. You've got a really, really good team. And you're not a good team. You've got a good squad, a fantastic squad, probably arguably the best squad in the league. So you should be putting yourself there. If you don't win it this season, you've got a young squad. They're developing. They're growing. No problem. But there's no reason why you can't put yourself there, because you've earned the right to be there, because you played some good football.
It's December.
Yeah, but you can still be in a title race in December, because you can still be within that mix. Of course, when the business end comes about, when you're coming into April, May, that's a different story. But at this moment in time, why not be in the title race? No. Second in the league, you're 2 points off Liverpool, and everyone thought a couple of weeks ago Liverpool were running away with it, and they were going to be 11, 12, 13 points clear. They're not. You've managed to claw that back. You're in the mix.
No. I think, look, see, there's title conversation and there's title race. Those are two very different things. December is a title conversation. February onwards, that is a title race. So if the Chelsea with your boy Kojak and your boy Jermaine P are right next to Liverpool in February, then you can say title race. So my thing is that you're not going to jinx us. You're not going to use this kind of weird reverse psychology, white magic, witchcraft on us. We are taking it one game at a time and just moving very, very easy. So leave us alone. Let us be.
You know what some Chelsea fans are going through, and I like it. You were probably the most vocal fan base when Arsenal had a season like this 2 years ago, where they were in a title race where nobody expected them to be. And you were probably, because of your rivalry, and I get it, I understand it, one of the single most loud voices around you in a title race. I know you weren't meant to be. If you don't win the league, if you fall off, you're bottle jobs, you're this, you're that. And when you throw out that kind of banter, what then happens is when you're in that position, you go, oh, crap, we've made a rod for our own backs. And what I respect about Chelsea fans right now, it's like you're all in a big group chat together. And right after every win, it's like a spokesman comes out and says, okay, we do not say we're in a title race. We say road to 40 points. We play down anybody that says we are. And it's almost like there's a sort of code of conduct to follow as Chelsea fans online at the moment. It's very cute to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very, and the fact that you're laughing, Nina, says there's almost an element of truth to what I'm saying here.
Yeah, it's funny because I read a comment today. Even if we win the league, we're not in a title race, guys, and we never were, which is hilarious. But yeah, no, look, we're not interested in a title race, guys. We're just here to take it game by game, as Have Hope said. We're improving. Things are clicking. Maresca's having a good time. And what Gaffer says is that we have things to improve and we're not ready to challenge for a title yet. So I believe I take Maresca's words as sacred words. Jackson said himself, I don't look at the table. We're behind Liverpool. What's the title race? And so it seems like the players are in a group chat with us, it seems. But yeah, no, we're enjoying it. It's good. But look, there's definitely things that we need to improve. And I think, yeah, Terry, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, do you all remember that song by Shaggy? It Wasn't Me. It's what it reminds me of.
Great song.
If you get caught on the counter, just say it wasn't you. It's like you guys are like that, as you say. I like it. But sorry, you were going to say about improvements at Chelsea.
Yeah, no, like to, take kind of stand off it and see the performances and the results. We have really been just taking it game by game. And I think every single win and result has been a win in itself. So when I look back at the recent results and, I look at the game against Aston Villa, one that we lost at home last season and one that we absolutely blew away this season, 3-0 at home. Then, we said, okay, come Brentford at home, not beating them here. Let's do that, focus on that. And we did it. So it seems like one at a time we're overcoming these hurdles that last season we failed in. Those in itself are little achievements. Now my vision next is Everton at Goodison Park. I'm not looking anywhere further ahead than that because that is also a difficult game and one that we have experienced difficulties previously. I think Goodison Park is a tough ground to go away. Yes, I know where Everton are in the league, but at the same time we just saw what happened as well, Arsenal at the weekend, and Everton make it difficult for teams. So when we go there, if we win again, that is another triumph on its own. So, like, have hope is right. It is one game at a time, and I think we're slowly seeing that. We know what Chelsea are capable of now. So even when it gets to a point, and look, we're high flying, but we're not silly. We know that there will be a patch down the line somewhere where we do go through maybe some bad results and we hit a bit of a pit, because that's coming, right, at some point. But it's how we face adversity, and I've kind of seen it now with how Maresca manages games, with how he prepares for each game, that he's winning our trust. So even when that time comes of us experiencing difficulties, I will have faith, because I know what Chelsea is capable of now, because I've seen it. I've seen the performances. I've seen how our attack has suddenly clicked like that. Every single game, our front line is contributing, whether it's goals, assists, or just in some way. That wasn't happening last season. So for me right now, I'm just sitting here and appreciating how different it is right now to how it was last season. And for me as a Chelsea fan, that is already like something to be really proud of. So yeah, game by game, it's all looking good. I'm enjoying football. I wasn't particularly last season, so I'm a happy fan.
Can I just very quickly? I want to address Tom's manager, because at the start of the season, everybody was repping Amber Rose. That Amber Rose was this great, amazing replacement from Klopp, and I said, okay, look, what Amber Rose is doing is pretty good so far. But what we're now witnessing, I'm sure Nene will know, we are now witnessing Scarball. And Scarball is something that everybody will now be fearful of. I'm not saying we're going to win the title, but all I'm saying that, Tom, because Tom, I see, Tom, I can read your mind.
Scarball, right? I get it.
Yeah, Scarball, Scar.
I can't lie, I didn't get that.
so basically, I call him Scar because people called him Mascara as an insult at the start of the season. I said, no, give him time. Now he's now become Scar. But Tom, I know very, very fact that you thought you'd already won the league, and you thought that, yes, you did 100%. So all I'm saying right now, Tom, is that I want you right now to apologize to everybody on the panel for thinking that you'd already won the league and disrespecting a team with 2 UCLs, 2 your Europa Leagues.
I know for a fact that Chelsea fans not trying to do a dick measuring contest with me about European heritage. Oh, not 2 UCLs. I'll put 6 on the table.
When last
not
did you
2
win
Europa
the UCL?
Leagues, I can put 3 on the table.
When last did you win the UCL? Recency bias.
Oh, right. Okay. So
you're doing so well, bruv. You can't go toe-to-toe European heritage with Liverpool, bruv. Like, look, pick your fights wisely. This is like Canelo getting in the ring with Usyk. It'd just be stupid. Like, don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Keep in your weight category, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? And dominate.
I don't need to apologise for anything either. I was on this top 6 show getting grilled. I was being grilled. I said I had to make us favourites. I had to do this. Liverpool must this, that, and that. I never said it was our title. I never said. I said we were favourites at a point. I never said it was ours. We'd run away with it. I'm keeping it calm. I'm not worried about past results or anything.
Because it was quite funny because like kind of rewind a few games at the start of the season when Liverpool were on par with City and Arsenal when they were doing well, sort of further above. Liverpool also played it down. Liverpool said, no, we're not in a title race. And now look, so it's crazy how things change, right? You know, we're almost there.
Every fan base seems to be doing it. And it's and do you know why we all know it's bullshit? Because, well, barring my clubs who ain't been in one for a long time, every fan base does it when they first get into one, and every fan base calls the other one out. So it's just this, you know, the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. Oh, yeah. That's literally what's going on here. But
you know what? I think it is like, put it this way: if Man City were in Liverpool's position, then I'll be like, it's looking tricky based on just how good City have been. But obviously, we're going to get to that fraud from Catalonia afterwards. But because Liverpool are actually the guys in the lead, I'm like, come on, like, we're going to catch these guys. I mean, again, Tom, with all due disrespect, I'm not really fearful of Liverpool running away with the league. So if you were City, I would be. But a team with a guy called Cody Rhodes and Darwizi as the strikers, I
think that's fair. Let's do some of these super chats here. Chelsea are not in a race. Paul can't win. Come on, you gooners, is what Abraham says here. This super chat, thank you. It's the first towards our goals of today. If we hit 20 super chats throughout the course of the show, we're going to gift out 20 memberships to you, the audience, as a thank you and a reward. Enzo Maresca is a genius. Is let people know what is tell them in the training that the players are not good enough to win the league.
Playing
mind games. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely telling the players they're good enough to win the league and they're good, that they could do this. I think what he's doing in the media is right. And listen, I just think you're in a title race. But what Maresca's doing is correct. Amorim did it day one when he's been asking 5 separate interviews, what's your targets this season? And he just laughs and says, to implement my style. Now, I think behind the scenes, he'll be saying, we've got to try and get into Europe, got to try and win a trophy. But you don't need to put that pressure on yourselves publicly. We've seen a lot with Standard FC online in the last few years. Oh my God, my manager has said there's no targets this year. We're in trouble. That's just, for me, when people say that, they're either being disingenuous or they've never really had a serious high-level job where often you don't say certain things you don't say out loud. Certain things are for behind closed doors. Certain things you don't speak about publicly. You certainly don't make a target for your own back with the British media who can be relentless. So it's very sensible what your manager's doing. I think he's absolutely right. Have hope. These guys don't know about.
Shout out to Brice Fair, man. From the channel.
We all know what Dodd's degree of difficulty. Because you remember it. Anyone who doesn't have hope, he has very not weird things, but he says things nobody else does. Like if you ever hear him mention Zard, he means Hazard from Chelsea. When he says Dodd, it means degree of difficulty. So he has all these things that he says that
like a keyword, definitely. Like do you know when you've got keywords and it equals and whatever it is, so that we can keep track. You know what
there's an encyclopedia.
Yeah. The world through the eyes of have hope. I want to know why you're wearing a hat. Well, you never wear a hat. Have you had a hair transplant yet? Has that been done?
Terrace, it's Christmas. 'Tis a season to be glorious. Also, side notes: Santa isn't real. Your parents gave you those presents. Don't believe in Santa. That's what I'm saying. So
there might be children watching. Have hope is lying. He's absolutely like Santa Claus is real.
No, he's not. Your parents worked hard to give you those presents. Don't believe in Santa. Tell them the damn truth.
Well, I'm muting you. Any children watching? He isn't telling the truth. I speak to Santa regularly because that's what I tell my kids, and I don't lie to them. So it's 100% truthful.
And I mean, if Have Hope is lying about this, imagine what else he's lied about on the stream as well.
True.
Have United put Nobel Peace Rashford? Not really worded very well on sale yet. I mean, look, Rashford feeding millions of children in the UK is still an amazing achievement wherever he does a football player. Anyone who has a problem with that is Tory scum. That's all I'm going to say, right? Anyone's got a problem with feeding hungry children, that's a bit of a weird dig. No matter how poor Rashford's been for my team, I won't slag him off for feeding hungry children. I think he fed something like 10 million of them. It's a lot of kids to feed. So that's not something to insult the man about, if I'm being absolutely honest with you. Try harder, my friend. We are winning it if we buy smart in January, is what Ronin13 says. Ronin, you're bucking the trend here at Chelsea fans. You know, you're in the sort of camp with CB and Don and these guys. He's not in the group chat. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's not in the group chat. Oh, there we go. Well, listen, viewers, give us your thoughts, give us your feelings, give us your opinions on Chelsea. Are they in the title race? Can they win it? We want to hear from you.